Alan Murphy Submission Radio, sitting alongside King Mo ahead of Bellator 169 this Friday night in Dublin, Ireland. King Mo, how does it feel to be in Ireland? You can speak.
Yeah, man, it feels good out here, man. It's cold, but it's cool. People are cool. Nando's hooked me up with some free food, man. Nando's is off the chain. Great chicken. Get the mango lime if you go there. But yeah, I'm liking it so far.
How'd you get free food?
I don't know. They just hooked me up because they seen that I was fighting on the Bellator card, and they was like, "Oh, you're King Mo. This is on us." And shout out to Nando's. If you live in Ireland, I suggest y'all go eat there.
I'll have to go to Nando's visit tomorrow, so get some free food.
Yeah.
So you're fighting Satoshi Ishii this Friday night. What are your thoughts on him as a fighter?
Yeah, Ishii's he's a solid fighter. He's big, got great judo, strong ground game. His stand-up game is getting better. He's durable. He's fought some legends, and he's young in the game and still improving.
Seems to be a lot of mutual respect between you two. He's obviously Olympic judo. You're a high caliber wrestler. He's a lot of respect for your wrestling. He says it's going to be very hard to get you down. Is the feeling mutual there?
I don't know. I think I can take him down. I feel like this. I can take him down easier than he can take me down. But his takedowns are tricky and are dangerous as well, because if he gets a good throw, that could be a knockout. If he does a good enough trip, that could be your ACL or your knee. He's tricky, man. He's solid. I've trained with him before in the past, and I think that I have some tricks up my sleeve. He does as well. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen come Friday.
And have you worked with any judokos for this fight?
Not really, a little bit, but a fight's a fight, man. I've grappled with him before. I've grappled with a judo guy, Sokoju, who's pretty good judo, and Pavel Netsula, who's an Olympic champion, I think 96 Olympic champion. Steve Mako, who's a good high-level judo guy and an Olympic wrestler. I've been training with him, so I'm just prepared for whatever Ishii has.
And what do you think of his last performance? He fought Rampage.
Man, his last performance was really, I think that it was close. I thought he could have won. I thought he might have won. I think one of the judges had their eyes closed the whole fight because they scored the fight 30-27. When there was no way in hell Quentin won that first round. He was effective. The fight looked like an Ishii-style fight. Quentin was on his back or against the cage most of the fight, defending. I think that Ishii arguably could have won that fight. It was either way, but Ishii has he had a good argument on why he won the fight.
And what result would you be happy with on Friday?
I'll be happy. I'll take any result with me winning, but I'll be definitely happy with the KO.
So this is a heavyweight. Are you still going to go back down to light heavyweight in Bellator?
Yeah, man, I'm a money weight. Any weight class I can make weight at is what I'm going to participate in.
So Phil Davis recently beat Lee McGeary and won the title. Is that a rematch you'd like?
Yeah, man. I'll give him a rematch. Because that fight, did you watch the fight? Did you see it?
I did, yeah.
I thought I won the fight. I thought I won the first 2 rounds. He had a good third round. Like, I was winning most of the third round. He clipped me, took me down, went for submission. I popped up, chased him down. But I thought I won the first 2 rounds. The majority of the people that watched the fight thought I won the first 2 rounds. I'm pretty sure he thought even I won the first 2 rounds. But I don't know what these judges are looking at, but I'm hoping that I get a chance to fight him again. Did
you see his fight with Liam?
Yeah, I saw it. Liam was rusty, coming off some injuries, year layoff. If we had a chance to fight a few times before that, it could have been a different outcome. It could have been closer. But Liam, you could tell he didn't have his distance. You could tell that he didn't have his whereabouts just yet because he'd been out the cage for so long.
So you go between light heavyweight and heavyweight, money weight as you call it. Fedor recently joined Bellator. Does that excite you?
Yeah, I think Fedor coming to Bellator is a great addition. He's fighting Matt Mitrione. That's going to be a tough fight for him and a tough fight for Matt. I just hope that the crowd's entertained. I hope I get a chance to fight the winner.
So you would like to fight the winner?
Yeah, why not? Why not? That's my job. I'm a fighter, and I want to entertain as much as I can. I want to entertain to a point, I want to entertain, but if I'm getting hurt, I'm not trying to entertain. I'm there to protect myself and try to find a new avenue of winning the fight. It might be boring, but the main thing is you want to get the W. Then you want to entertain. But hopefully, I get a chance to fight the winner, and we can get to rocking.
Who do you think will win between Fedor and Mitrione?
It's a toss-up, man, because if Fedor can land something, he could possibly win. If Matt Mitrione goes out there and fights loose and lands something and makes the fight his style fight, he can win. It's going to come down to who has the better game plan and who will be on that night.
Recently, the Mixed Martial Arts Athletic Association got set up. What are your thoughts on that? I read that you called it the UFC Athletes Association rather than the Mixed Martial Arts.
Because that's what it is. It is the UFC Athletes Association. It ain't MMA AA, because all I see is UFC fighters and the old dick rider on that picture. Meaning Bjorn, it's dick rider. I don't see representatives from other organizations. But the thing is, I'm not gonna knock them. I just think it's weird they have Bjorn in the forefront. If they were smart, they'd put him in the background, making sure things are okay in the background and making sure their agenda gets pushed. Because it really comes down to it's about the fighters. So put the fighters in the forefront and whoever else in the back. I hope they get their job done, and I hope they can accomplish what they want to accomplish. But it just don't look right when you have someone who has done some shady things in the past towards fighters try to all of a sudden be like, hey, I want to fight for fighters' rights just for this organization. If it was the MMA AA truly, it would have fighters from ONE FC, RFA or LFA, now it's new LFA, World Series of Fighting, Bellator, Titan. It'd have fighters from Invicta, fighters from everywhere. But it don't. It just has fighters from one organization, the UFC.
So you don't think it's right that they have Bjorn there? Well, not in the forefront. You said you'd rather him in the background.
I think the best part, have him there, but put him in the background, because this is for the UFC fighters, for the fighters. He's not involved with the UFC, so put his ass in the background. He's a consultant. Put his ass in the background and let those faces, those five faces, be the forefront, because then those five guys bring legitimacy to their cause. But now they put that one dick rider in the picture, it leaves a stain. So when people saw the picture, people saw the five guys like, oh yeah, and they saw the dick rider in the far left, and they were like, oh well, damn, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that'd be like me teaming up me, that'd be like, say boxers have a hard time getting bank accounts, and they had a union formed to get bank accounts, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna bring Don King in on this to help us get bank accounts, and he's gonna look over our bank accounts. What would the boxers and people be saying? They'd be like, you wanna have Don King be involved? Because Don King is a great promoter, can get you money, but at the same time, a lot of fighters have dealt with Don King, have had issues with Don King. So, if anything, keep him in the back. Keep him in the background.
So why do you think Bjorn got involved in the first place?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's a smart dude. He's not stupid. Bjorn's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? If it don't make dollars, it don't make no sense. I'm pretty sure somehow, some way, he's weaseling his way into doing something. Not weaseling, finessing his way into getting something done in MMA in the future.
So what are your dealings with Bjorn in the past? I know you fought under him, but it doesn't seem that you see him in a good light, in a sense.
Yeah, I thought he was cool, but then, my manager at the time, back then, Mike Hogan's my manager, he's like, Mo, watch him, because there's some things I'm hearing and seeing that just don't jive with me. They don't add up. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was just watching, and I seen my boy Dan Kramer supposed to fight in the tournament semifinals, and he shows up to Reno, Nevada. Mind you, he took 8 weeks off from work. He shows up to Reno, Nevada to fight, and his opponent missed weight by like 15 pounds. So they had a backup opponent, right? But Kramer been trained for one opponent specifically. And Kramer's like, look, I don't care if this guy misses weight. Let me fight him just because I trained for him so I can get paid. He said, let me weigh in and fight this guy so I can get paid. Then next week, I'll fight the other guy. And Bjorn was like, no, you're not weighing in. And in MMA, if you ain't weighing in, you ain't getting paid. So he didn't get paid. You know what I'm saying? He worked out and trained for 8 weeks, and didn't receive a dime. So he flew out, left his family and everything, flew out to Nevada, which is across the state, across the nation, just to not weigh in and not get paid. That's garbage.
So you fought for Bellator under Bjorn, and you're fighting under Scott Coker. Can you tell us the difference on how Bellator is now that the new regime is in?
Everybody sees the difference. Less casino shows, better PR. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Bill PR is good because Anthony, the old guy, Anthony did a good job, but just a better PR team, PR staff. The staff looks happier. The fighters seem happier. Less complaints. Bigger and better shows. More talent. More spotlight. It's just night and day.
So just a last question now. I'm just going to throw a situation out to you now. Let's say Friday night you beat Satoshi Ishii. You haven't got any injuries then. At the end of the month, the Rizin Grand Prix is there, and so far Wanderlei and Shane Carwin have pulled out. Shane Carwin's rumoured to have pulled out. Would that interest you to step in if you came out of Friday night unscathed?
It's a good question. You know, my things I'm gonna focus on Ishii. Let me talk to Wanderlei because I'm not in the tournament. I'll ask Wanderlei if I can take his spot. See what he says. But really, right now, my main focus is on Ishii, and then we'll see. You know.
But you would be out. You would explore that avenue.
Yeah, I'll explore. But I'll talk to Wanderlei because I know Wanderlei, and if I can take his spot, I'll take his spot in the tournament. So let me talk to him, see if I can be okay, because Wanderlei's a legend, and I respect him. And if anybody's going to replace him, I think that they should talk to him first because, you know, he has big shoes. He has big shoes to step in and take his spot in the tournament. So if anything, whoever's going to replace him needs to talk to him. So I'd ask him just see if I can get the okay and make sure it's okay for me to step in there and fight in his place, because really, it's kind of, you know, it's Rizin's the deal, but I feel like for me, it'd be better if I asked Wanderlei if I were going to do it to take his place.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.